The stakes have never been higher for Disney, and what happens next could reshape the media landscape as we know it. Cancel culture has come roaring back into the headlines this week, ignited by ABC's controversial move to sideline Jimmy Kimmel from his long-standing late-night hosting gig. The reason? Comments he made about the politically explosive aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Suddenly, debates about free speech aren't just philosophical. They're front and center, slicing right through the heart of American cultural identity. And here's where things get really interesting. The sharpest divisions aren't between right and left, but happening within conservative circles themselves. Some observers believe this situation isn't merely about a celebrity's remarks. Instead, it looks like a well-calculated chess move. Key voices suggest that certain elements within the government wanted an excuse to muzzle a sharp critic, and Disney, ABC's big boss, just happened to have its own, entirely separate motivations for playing along. But here's the twist that most people overlook. Disney's interests may not have much to do with Kimmel at all. Now, as the pushback and counter-pushback build momentum, ABC finds itself in a classic no-win scenario, caught, as some would say, between a mouse and a hard place. Yes, that's a Disney joke. Michael McCarthy of Front Office Sports lays out the crossroads Disney faces. According to unnamed sources cited by McCarthy, Disney could soon be forced to pick sides, keep Kimmel on their airwaves, or move ahead with a potentially game-changing business pact with the NFL. Here's what's on the negotiating table. Last month, ESPN, another Disney property, and the NFL revealed plans for a blockbuster deal. If approved, ESPN would gain control over critical assets like the NFL Network. Even more, the NFL would receive a 10% stake in ESPN, an unprecedented move. While the agreement still needs to clear regulatory hurdles, both ESPN and the NFL sound pretty sure it will go through. Most likely, both are determined to do whatever it takes to get the green light, no matter how delicate the politics. But this was never going to be a simple handshake. Tensions between Disney, the NFL, and the current administration stretch back years. If Disney brings Jimmy Kimmel back on screen, the entire proposed deal could unravel in a flash. So what matters more to Disney? Is it the tradition and audience loyalty built by Kimmel's late-night show, or the promise of a long-lasting, lucrative relationship with America's favorite sports league, securing Disney's place at the epicenter of sports broadcasting for years to come? And there's another curveball most people haven't considered. If Disney starts to regret getting into bed with the NFL, bringing Kimmel back could offer a convenient off-ramp. Let's not forget, ESPN is already under constant scrutiny for how it covers the NFL. For instance, some fans have wrongly blamed ESPN for adding commercials to NFL Red Zone. Even if the facts say otherwise, public perception often wins. This raises a thorny question. Is Disney truly ready for the relentless criticism and oversight that could come with a tighter bond to the NFL? Or is this a preview of headaches to come? There's no avoiding it. Disney is approaching a massive breaking point. If it chooses Jimmy Kimmel, the NFL deal might evaporate. If it lets Kimmel go, those all-important regulators could smile upon their alliance with the league. Some might say the decision should hinge solely on a moral judgment, whether keeping or sacking Kimmel is simply right or wrong. But here's the part most people miss. For gigantic corporations like Disney, especially when so much money and so many partnerships are tangled together, such black and white thinking rarely enters the equation. Now it's your turn. Should companies prioritize business gains over principles of free speech? Is Disney wise to consider a strategic swap? Or should it take a stand for outspoken voices even at a cost? Weigh in below. Where do you draw the line and why?